Hello everyone, my name is Relaxing and this is another reaction to Oregairu. It is season 2 episode 4 and you know what to do as always. If you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions for the links, replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those of you that came back, welcome back. Now let's see. There are a lot of things happening in this episode again, and I already watched two scenes. One of them was this one here, more neither everything in this diner, to call it diner. Because I think there happened a lot. So let's talk about it. One thing is for sure that Hayama really stood up for Hikki there in this whole episode. So he invited these girls from the past of Hikki, who clearly joined in because it was Hayama inviting them, and they like him very much, you know. He's this perfect boy for them. And he made a very clear statement that Hikki is not what they think he is. He is closer to girls that are more valuable or important than those two girls were. Clearly meaning those two girls over here. So that was interesting, and I think he did it because he had some kind of guilt about what happened in the past. The thing with where, well, Hikki kind of destroyed his relationships with Yui and Yuki. So he tried to repair that at least partially. I'm not sure, I think you could say it worked kind of, but only a little bit. Because then Nissan jumped in, the big sister, and followed her very own plans here. I'm not sure about her reasons and what she's doing and why. In my opinion, she clearly changed what Yuki does, because she stated, let's see if I can find it, it's just a second before that. Yeah, that one here. She told her little sister this, sorry, wrong direction, pushing it off on someone else. That is about this president election. So, I mean, Yuki thought about creating like someone else, like a puppet, and wanted to puppeteer it, and that is what Nissan is arguing about here, Haruno. So she made a clear statement then, and Yuki left, as did Yui. So that's one thing, and later on we see Yuki changing her plan completely to, I will do it myself now. But stating it has nothing to do what her sister said. Seriously, I kind of doubt that. I mean, even if you decided it by your own then, you were kind of pushed into the direction additionally by your sister. Because she clearly stated that's, you know, not the way it should be. And I guess it is about this comment that you are like the mother. So we have not heard much about the mother yet, except that she is kind of the head of the family, it seems. So I really wait for if there will be ever anything more about this family, what it is doing, and how the mother is behaving in general, because this is a major thing, I think, in what Yuki is doing, how she's behaving. That's one side. So Yuki says she will go into the elections, and she will be one of those being possible to be elected, and seeing what she's capable of. And although she is kind of drawn back, I guess she possibly has the best chances of winning. So that's the one thing. The statements about that she will possibly fill the seat the best and everything, yeah. The question is, do you really want to be the president? And I think that is a major question here. Does Yuki really want to be the president or not? If she really wants it because it is her inner wish, then sure, go for it. If she just does it for the club, as the idea of helping with this problem of getting, what was her name, Iruhazu out of the race, as Iruhazu wanted, that's the wrong reason. And if she does it just to get back at her sister, that is even worse. So if she's in for other reasons than just really wanting it, she should be out. So that's one side. On the other hand, we now have Yui, who clearly stated she will do it as well. Just for doing anything, because everyone is doing what they want, so why not do that? Does not really feel like a real valid argument either. I mean, sure, do what you want. I just praised that. But it does not really feel like that. I really ask myself more if she's like just trying to set up a competition towards Yuki. Is this like who will Hikki support and who will he vote for? Or what the heck is that? It is a strange thing. Clearly he will be catched in the middle. I'm pretty sure about that. And I was kind of waiting for him to say, well, okay, I will join in that as well. That would be strange, because I'm not sure how the girls would react. Just for seeing that, I would like him to do it. I mean, just speculate that Hikki is saying, I will run for president as well. Everyone hates me, so what shall go wrong? Seeing that those feel something for him, the interesting question is if they would just step back. Leave the race, just to make sure he is winning. I don't know. But it would be interesting to see. And we had from Yui again, not for the first time, but much clearer again, this moment of saying what she feels towards Hikki, while partially hiding it in a sentence. I mean, she said, this club has the only thing I love. The only I love. This club has the only I love. I will check. I will search for the moment. Wait, did I write that down? 1838? Nope. It was somewhere here around here. I'm going to win against Yukinon. That was... Yeah, that club has my only love. That it was. It was put into a sentence. But she stood before him while she said that. And yes, if you just go by sentence, you would say the club is what she loves. But that is not what she really said. She says, has my only love. And in the club is the two girls and Hikki. And then she's standing in front of him, looking at him. And I mean, we can see her face here, right? I mean, it is clear as day that she's in this moment confessing her love to him, but hiding it still in the... she could look him in the eye. She could kind of say that she loves him while still being able to wiggle out in case of something's going wrong by saying, I talked about the club. And I think clearly he catched that. I mean, he was dumbfounded. He was not able to really talk and say anything to her there. So, I mean, seriously, get moving. This is feeling cruciating more and more. Every episode that goes by, it's like, hell, just go on with it. Just get one of the girls, right? Just end this martyrium. So that's the one side here, and I liked it a lot. I like it. It was when it comes to this, and a very nice episode. The other side was Hayama trying to make even, and he kind of was able to do it. Although he did not really press there, but at least he was able to stop those two girls from the past. And when you look at this date, which was strange, two girls clinging to one guy and the other guy just sitting by himself all the time. This was a weird thing to watch, and I'm kind of happy that in the end he made it so clear what this was meant to be, because it would have felt more and more like he's just inviting Hikki to be second wheel, just running by with him. It's a strange thing, and the girls were laughing at Hikki all the time and making fun of him, which is simply not a nice thing to do. So, and then we met Irohazu, which, I mean, she's strange. No question there. She wants to be liked by everyone, but that was a weird moment. And she called him senpai. I'm not sure about that either. Oh, And we have a major thing, which I nearly forgot to talk about. So Hayama talked with Hikki about the fact that they had kind of love interests in the past, but more like crushes. You know, they had crushes, so girls they liked, but not loved. It was a crush. And he said, we had crushes, but not real love. And then he remembered the moment where he talked with his friend about it, and just had to say the first letter of the name of someone he really loves. He really feels genuine something for. And he stated Hikki has something like that as well now. I mean, there are two girls right now. And the letter he mentioned is a Y. So we know 3 people with that, unless I missed someone. Yui, Yuki, and the big sister of Yuki, because it's the last name that starts with Y as well. So it might be. So seeing that, I'm pretty sure he is not, at least I hope, because that will get complicated, in love with the 2 girls, which are the main cast here, you know, Yui and Yuki. I guess he is in love with the big sister, with Nissan, with Haruno. And on the other hand, we had this moment of Haruno, and I wrote down the time. Let me see it. 13, 14. Nope, where is it? Damn it. Nope. Ah yeah, there it is. This comment here. Don't you think a person who's perfect at everything is pretty boring? And I mean, Hayama in many ways is this perfect guy. You know, good looking, good at sports, as far as I know, good at school when it comes to grades, popular with the girls, popular with the boys, a nice guy, all of that. You know, Mr. Perfect, shining. And she's looking at him while she says that. So that would be a very interesting love interest then, because she is the one that he loves, let's just guess so. And she's clearly telling him, like, you are uninteresting to me because you are too good. I like, you know, bad boys, you know, stuff like that. So those who are not perfect. That would make it complicated. But it would explain a lot in their strange relationship that they have. So that was the other thing in this episode which really stood out for me. And I think that's it. Stop being a martyr was a comment from Hayama. Sure, that's something that Hikki doesn't want to hear, so we will see. I don't know where this will go. So we have both of the girls now running for president of the school. And I agree with Yui that if Yuki should win, the club is history. Because she is too focused on one thing. She will do what she's doing perfectly, does not have enough time for the club. But I kind of strangely expect Hikki to join the fray. Really, I wait for that Hikki is kind of saying, I will go for president as well. And that would be surprising and interesting, because as someone said in this episode, and that was Yuki, and I noted that time as well. Let me check. That one. He's not hated by everyone. I mean, he clearly is not Mr. Most Popular. But who knows? I mean, what would happen if Hikki would run for president? I don't know. I mean, we see that he can work his ass off. We've seen that when it came to the festival. And maybe, just maybe, other people realized that as well. So that's a thing that is possible, and if he would go into this vote, it might be that those 2 girls will cancel theirs. Maybe Hikki will even get like a support from Hayama. I mean, we've seen it this episode, it's possible. I don't know. I kind of hope for it, because that will be interesting to see all 3 of them running for it. And they all have their very different ways of doing it, very different mindsets and support from people in the school. So Why not? Good one. A good one. We will see you next time. And until then, as always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.